ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and boxing fans joining us around the world. Ahora, damas y caballeros, presente público y aficionados al box del todo el mundo, it's showtime! With the IBF Welterweight Championship of the World, 12 rounds of boxing. Introducing first our referee in charge, working in this his 18th world title bout, el referee es Luis Pavón Rivas. Presentando en la esquina azul al retador usando calzoncillo blanco con franja roja. Introducing first the challenger. On my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with red trim, and hailing from Kinshasa, Zaire. Tiene un peso de 147 libras. His weight, the welterweight limit, 147 pounds, con un récord de 17 victorias, 2 derrotas y un empate. Tiene 7 ganadas por knockout. His record stands at 17 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. He is ranked the #2 contender by the IBF. Here is the IBF Intercontinental Welterweight Champion. Aquí está el retador, clasificado número 2, peso welter, introducing the challenger, Mahenge Zulu. Su rival, el campeón en la esquina roja, con calzoncillo blanco. Introducing his opponent, needing no introduction to you, his fans, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with the colors of the Puerto Rican flag, y representando Cupe Alto, Puerto Rico. Pesando 147 libras, his weight, the same as his opponent, 147 pounds. Tiene un sobresaliente récord de 32 victorias, sin derrota, con 28 de ellos por knockout. His record includes an unblemished 32 wins, no losses, 28 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome one of boxing's pound-for-pound greats, the IBF Welterweight Champion of the World. Aquí tenemos el campeón del mundo peso welter. Demos la bienvenida al sensacional e invicto Felix Tito Trinidad. Once again, our referee in charge now to give instructions, el referee es Luis Pavón Rivas.
Hey, viene. Dámelo. Ok, ustedes son dos profesionales, no quiero golpe de la cintura para abajo. Cuando yo intervenga no quiero que nadie tire. Vamos a pelear y que hagan mejor. You are a professional. Don't want a low punch. When I say break, stay back and don't punch. When I interfere, nobody punches. Déjame en a clean match, okay? Good luck.
We preface every Trinidad fight by saying, yes, he's a great one, but he's been knocked down 4 times. Coincidentally, all 4 times in the second round, although he's come back to knock out all of those opponents. And Mahenge Zulu, being an African-born fighter working in Italy, it has been a problem. He's had trouble getting fights. Here we go, round 1, scheduled for 12. Trinidad says this will end in a knockout, and it won't go past 5 rounds. We'll see. Zulu's strategy is to move and box. You can't go toe-to-toe with Trinidad. Conditioning and endurance are major Mahenge Zulu qualities, but that could be academic for the man named Tito.
He recognized the fact that Tito's a great puncher, and he said if he can withstand the early rounds 2 and 3 and the barrage and all of the hoopla in the fight crowd, he said there will be a new champion. Well, to get by 3 rounds with Trinidad when he's on is a feat in itself sometimes.
And then comes 4, 5, and 6 when Trinidad's really trying. That is the bad time. These first rounds aren't bad because he doesn't look at him. He's just kind of measuring the guy, boxing. He's not out there for a quick knockout. It's round 1 and 2 is when he gets caught usually with a punch, because he just wiles them away. Then he starts off at 3, 4, and 5.
They're almost even in height, as you can see.
How about reach?
They each came in at 147. As far as the reach, Trinidad is 70 and Zulu is 68. So a 2-inch reach advantage, Trinidad.
And the reason for that is a rule I'm going to give to the boxing public in a minute. Bobby Chez's golden rule, which I didn't know in 40 years of fighting. A fighter has the same reach as his height.
Very close, Bertie. Very, very close.
It's very close.
Your height and your reach are almost exactly the same most times, provided you're born proportionately.
Zulu says he's never been down, cut, or staggered. Some feel he may experience 1, 2, or all 3 of those things tonight.
Well, he certainly picked the right opponent to take a try.
But Trinidad looks like he's going to enjoy the evening before he starts to fight, because he's doing nothing here.
Zulu does take a good punch, according to Trinidad.
If this was anybody but Trinidad, this crowd would be whistling and cheering right now for it to get started.
They're so respectful of him.
Trinidad always seems to start very slow, notoriously slow starter. Gives a lot of respect. When he fought Kevin Lushing first round, he maybe threw a dozen punches. Second round, he knocked him out. So you can't go by his inactivity in the first round. That is a Trinidad trait.
He just seems to get the range.
He's fast, he's accurate, he is a pinpoint puncher, and he is smart, devilishly smart in the ring. So focused and smooth. But he is a slow starter, but he's starting to pick it up.
He got hit with a pretty decent right hand, tail end of a Zulu right hand, not real clean, but clean enough to get Trinidad's attention.
It wasn't clean, but it was hard, and it was whistling right through there.
Zulu has an awkward style, a strange style. As the bell sounds, very hard to hear.
Wild, going wild over not much.
Mantén la mano alta porque te está tirando un gancho izquierda abierto, ¿sabes? Esa derecha alta, ese gancho izquierda, y te tiene un miedo terrible, ¿sabes? Agachate la mano. Sí, él te tiene un miedo terrible. Cada vez que tú haces un aguado, él trata de cubrirse, ¿sabes? Que aprovecha esos momentos con mucha inteligencia, pero aprovecha el momento porque te tiene miedo. Te tiene demasiado mucho miedo.
Te tiene miedo. He's scared of you. Scared of you.
Sí, mantén las manos altas todo el tiempo. También no va por otra, que esta es cuestión de un par de asaltos. El gancho loco que tira, cuidado con un par de asaltos. Dame una botella de agua.
The general thought is he's scared of you. Take him out of there and get started.
Are they saying that to give Felix confidence, or do they actually see that?
They see the guy is scared and he's tentative, meaning, you know.
You can see he's a little herky-jerky, a little tight and jumpy, which indicates very tense.
As long as he's that way, take him now before he gets a little confident and gets into the fight.
Round 2. And this is the round that Trinidad has gone down 4 times in his career.
For Zulu, he needs to close the gap. Trinidad has a little reach, a little bit of height, but he has beautiful punches from long range. Devastating right hands and hooks. Zulu needs to get inside that compromise and maybe work Trinidad's body a little bit and take a shot at him early, because he always starts so slow.
He's got a fast right hand as Zulu. It didn't land very well, but it did land a little bit. It was fast and it's hard.
Trinidad's favorite combination is a double left hook, a hook to the body, followed by a hook to the head.
And he throws it well. He dips in nice, turns his body, bends his legs, and he digs up underneath and comes up top. He's very effective.
He may be a slow starter, but he's a great finisher.
He's a fast finisher. Well, it's a Julio Cesar Chavez special. Chavez perfected that, and that's what this guy did.
But Trinidad does not have a great chin.
Well, to me, a guy has a great chin when he goes down and gets up and fights like hell and wins the fight, as far as chin's concerned.
That's a great resilience, I think.
Yeah.
You know, the chin may be suspect in some areas.
Excuse me, Bobby, but a pretty left hook there that landed by Zulu. But he's winging. He's very wide.
He's a little more arm punching than he should be, but he's punching.
He's reaching too much. He reaches out like that, the uppercut's going to nail it.
He may, if he was scared of the first round, he's not in the second. Zulu.
I think he's doing very well for himself.
Sure. He doesn't seem to be overwhelmed by the moment here in front of the backyard of Trinidad.
Trinidad working a nice double jab in the right hand. He's starting to find the range and looking to measure Zulu now.
Good defense here by Zulu, able to avoid those left hands.
Zulu
Nice
can't
jab.
win the fight from out there, Steve. That's not going to be his fight.
Well, look at the pretty motion. Look at the pretty motion of Trinidad. He jabs, he moves a little bit. He jabs, he moves a little bit over. He jabs, he moves. He doesn't stay there. He goes a little bit over. He goes a little bit over. He goes a little bit over. And getting that right hand in range. And when he's in range, that's going to drop with devastating effect.
Zulu, a kid who started out inauspiciously 4-2 out of the blocks as a fighter. He's now 17-2-1 with only 7 knockouts, and he finds himself here in a title shot against one of the top all-around fighters in the world. This straight left hand there by Zulu that sent the head of Trinidad back.
I'll tell you what, right now Trinidad seems to be showing a little more respect than even I thought he would show early on. Worrying about Zulu's punches quite a bit. Zulu throwing more of them.
And Zulu's trying to end it with 1 punch. That could be a mistake because Trinidad knows how to counter beautifully. The bell. Zulu couldn't hear it.
Muy bien. Mira, ahorita. Respira. Mati, you didn't put it in. Huh? You didn't put it in. Mira, you did not put it in.
I didn't put it in. I gave it to you.
No, you didn't. Mira aquí. Cuando tira la jab, tira la derecha. Okay?
When he throws a jab, you go with the right hand.
Esta.
Okay.
Okay?
This is always the right hand when the jab comes.
Cuando jabea, te moviste.
Después la campana.
Te moviste. Y
Move
que no
your
pegue
head
abajo,
when he
que levante.
jabs.
Aquí y derecha. Aquí, mira. Aquí, derecha. Cuando cae, aquí, derecha.
See, he's telling him, throw the right hand on either side.
Nuevo. Tú vas a ser campeón nuevo.
They're excited that they see he can hit Trinidad with the right hand over that lazy jab.
The African-born Zulu who fights out of Italy, speaks 4 languages. Obviously, one of them is Spanish. Hector Perez in the corner there. He doesn't speak English. Neither does Trinidad. Round 3. Let's see if he continues, Zulu, to throw that right. That did land.
It's nice to see a fighter look so slick and pretty as Trinidad does when he fights. He's very, very organized. It's very pretty to watch.
He's made 11 successful defenses of the straight right hand. Beautiful right hand by Trinidad.
There's what we're talking about. Trinidad takes his time, finds the distance, finds the range, and when he starts connecting with frequency with that stuff, it's good night, lights out.
That's the purpose of jabbing and moving around. The right hand comes in.
Now left hooks followed by rights by Trinidad, and the crowd goes wild. Big round for Trinidad. Another left hook by Felix. Pushing Zulu back.
See, Trinidad, when he gets his range, he finds his timing and range. He puts them together. He's very accurate, and he's a very good puncher. He's crisp, he's sharp, he's quick. He'll counter. Hard to keep him off.
As soon as he knows he can hurt Zulu, he'll put him away. But the game Zulu hangs tough.
Yeah, jab movement. Jab movement. Then the right hand. Man, that's hard to beat.
Trinidad is so economical with his punches. He doesn't waste punches. He doesn't throw too many feel-out punches, range finders. He finds his range when he's ready, and then he lets him go and he makes him count.
And as impressive as he is offensively, he's so elusive defensively. He blocked that left hook by Zulu. Zulu comes in wide again, telegraphs. Zulu, the number 2 contender, the mandatory challenger for this title.
A lot of blood coming out of the mouth of Zulu. Zulu's bleeding all over his trunks, coming out of his mouth quite a bit now.
Well, he's taking a beating here in this 3rd round and showing the effects from the mouth.
And there you see Trinidad do his traditional, makes a 1, 2, 3 up top, step down, and hook to the body. Beautiful.
We approach the final 10 seconds of round 3. A big one for the champion. repeatedly on the head of Zulu.
Tiempo. Muy bien. Tócale mouthpiece. Get the mouthpiece. Get the mouthpiece. A ver. Cárragose otra vez. Cárragose otra vez. Muy importante. Esta quiero que pelees. ¿Ok?
And here he comes early in the round as Tito starts backing up right at the very beginning of that round, and he makes it known this is a round where things get serious. Everything he throws has got serious effect, and it's beginning to destroy the mouth of Zulu.
You see, Trinidad, once he gets in range, he first starts to find his timing. He will push the fight and take control. He gets in that zone, and his punches all count. A couple of the hooks weren't so clean, but he started to work that hook and work that hook, get some right hands, mix it up. He did a great job in that round.
And we begin round 4. Trinidad off a terrific third round. Studies his opponent's previous fights, memorizing their habits and patterns. And then when he fights them, it's as if he has boxed them before. He's a very ring-savvy guy.
He's got good fights ahead of him. If they get through the politics and make them, boy, we should see some beautiful fights in the next 3 or 4 years.
He obsesses for Oscar De La Hoya, the WBC welterweight champion.
You never know when that can be made, but when there's that much money involved, it can be made.
Right now, they are just both posturing.
Well, you have two different networks that have cash cows. Nobody wants to sacrifice the possibility of a superstar coming down one notch.
They should go to King Solomon's book. They each have one fight. One network has one, the other guy has a rematch, and they flip coins. Let's get back to this one.
Double left hooks by Trinidad that land. That had to hurt.
Trinidad has what we call a very educated left hand. They'll throw double left hook, body and head, reverse it, head and body, keep the double up top or double down below, mix in jabs and uppercuts. Very, very educated left hand.
And there it was again, the left hook right off the top of the head of Zulu. A wild swing and a miss by Zulu and a countering left by Trinidad. Zulu comes back with a straight right, but it doesn't bother the champion. The crowd erupts as Trinidad comes forward.
Beautiful left hook to the body, Steve.
Zulu is in trouble. Zulu lost his balance, was staggered from those punches.
Good body shot mixed in there, hurt Zulu, and Trinidad knew it, but he couldn't close in to the kill.
But that was the first one of the ones we spoke of. Left hook to the side, left hook up above. And there it is again, and that one kills you.
Riveting shots to the ribs by Trinidad. A minute to go in the 4th.
That's a paralyzing blow to the side.
Left uppercuts to the body by Trinidad. He's showing his entire repertoire now.
He's throwing that left hook to the body beautifully. He's working off the right hand up top. There's a left hook.
That one stunned him, and down goes Zulu. Flat on his back.
That's it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. He ain't getting up. That's the end of that.
That boy can punch, Steve.
This place is going crazy.
The fans are going berserk. They're showering everybody here at ringside with
water and beer and soda is flying everywhere.
And a large Puerto Rican flag being unfurled in the ring in tribute to their guy, Trinidad. But more important now, let's keep an eye on Mahenge Zulu and hope that he's all right. He's still flat on his back. He did have his...
The ring was part of the
very
ring might have
flimsy
collapsed
right now, Bobby. Very flimsy, the ring.
I think a piece of the board collapsed underneath the ring. I can feel it shaking, vibrations. Unless somebody put a fireworks under the ring.
Right here in front of us, it looks very, very clumsy.
Yeah. If you look,
it's
indentation.
Is there an indentation there?
It's to the right side of the ring. You can see that Budweiser sign, and it's a little above that.
Yeah, it's all just caving in over on that side.
Well, all of them should watch out, because if all that weight gets back on there, they're going to go right through that.
And somebody got, oh, look out!
The ring
is
collapsed.
caving in. The ring is collapsing on the left side.
And everybody should
on the
get
left
out.
side, and the tables have gone down with it, Steve.
Oh my goodness.
There's a big hole right in the middle of the ring. Everybody should get out. Jimmy.
A gaping hole.
Get out.
Zulu's up. Zulu's up. But a lot of people are in a very, very awkward situation there on the left side of the ring.
Yeah, the entire ring is collapsed here, Steve. You can see it. It's a couple of feet below where the ring should be.
I've never seen anything like this. Look at this sight.
On the outside.
Fortunately, this is the last fight because this ring is shot.
Yeah, but get outside so you can jump out.
Poor
Jimmy
Bernie's giving
on the
instructions
inside.
to Jimmy Lennon Jr. For his safety. Then he says, I'm okay.
There's a big hole there in the ring. I've never seen a fight, a ring collapse in all my years of being in there.
Unbelievable sight.
I mean, that big crack that we heard was what...
What haven't we seen yet? What haven't we seen yet? Unbelievable. Something new every fight.
All right, let's take a look at the replay. There's the hook that got him in trouble. Now watch the hook that finishes him off. That's it, the left hook, and it's so hard that he goes down completely. His head hits the canvas with a resounding whack, and he is out.
Here you see it again. A nice, cute counter left hook on the way in. Trinidad goes back, sets up a nice short left hook, and Zulu runs right there, bang. He gets all balanced, and here's a little groggy, and he comes in and walks right into a clean left hook, and he's out. His legs are out from under him, and he's unconscious. Almost.
And now, as we take a look again, the authorities are in the ring now, making sure everything's okay.
There's one more look at that left hand, and watch this. That's the coup de grace.
Well, they should make this crowd leave
abandon the ring. They should abandon the ring. They really should. It's very dangerous. All right, Felix Trinidad is standing by. He's on one side of the rope. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Steve. The ring is totally collapsed here in the middle. Let's get Johnny Rowland in here. Felix, first of all, tell us about that left hook there.
¿Cómo te sientes como de esa izquierda? ¿Cómo se vio esa izquierda?
No, bueno, yo pego muy duro con esa mano y gracias a Dios otro triunfo para mí.
I hit very hard with that hand.